Hi. I know the lighting is like baddish, but I don't know what to do about it. 1 minute. 40 seconds. Give me a minute. I have to let my roommate out of out. I'll be back in like 2 minutes. God, let's go. Bruh, why do people do this shit to me? Like, that shit is so fucking annoying, bruh. Like, I'm literally recording a fucking video. Come on, ugly ass bitch. Okay. All right. Let's just jump into the channel messages. All right, let's just jump into the channel messages. So the first channel message that I have is Jackson Pollock. He played a key role in establishing American art. And then I also have Jasper Jones. He painted the American flag in 1954. All right, so the American flag with the 50 stars was established in 1960, and Jasper Jones created it. He created it based off of a dream that he had about the American flag, and he ended up painting it. All right. Also, the CIA sponsored the Museum of Modern Art to promote freedom and individuality. So, if you don't know, America is based on freedom, liberty, nationalism, and individuality. All right. Um, I also got down the Congress of Cultural Freedom. I also wrote down the flags are associated with hypnosis and numbers. All right, that's why for the American flag, there's 50 stars on the flag. All right, we also have art promoting American value. All right, I have the book Things the Mind Already Knows. All right. And then I have artistic MK Ultra agents. Okay. I also have psychic driving, which is inducing anxiety for interrogation tactics. So this could definitely be something that the CIA uses. I also have Texas and Dayton, Ohio is significant. All right. Um, I also have Operation Paperclip, which is when German scientists and engineers were taken from Nazi Germany to the U.S. And they are involved in the NASA and space race. All right. I also have 10,000 children taken from orphanages into MK Ultra programs. And then finally, we have pillow recordings with negative sayings. So these are subjects that take home pillows that have a tape recorder connected to them, and they're supposed to say negative things while they're sleeping. All right, so yeah, let's get into it. All right, so we do have picture symbolism. Picture symbolism is significant of Jasper Jones, which I think his paintings are worth millions of dollars. When I looked it up, it was like 28 point something million dollars of just the flags being painted. All right, so something about the American flag is significant, but art is significant to the Cold War. All right, American art was really established around the Cold War time. All right, so yeah. All right, we have child abuse. Okay, so that goes along with the 10,000 children taken from orphanages. I'm not taking that. I'm not taking that. We have handler, and then we have learning disabilities, star seed, witness and protection, security, North Node influence, and personal aid. All right, so we have the world card at the bottom of the deck. All right, so this is nationality or nationalism. All right. We have the temperance card is here. All right. The temperance card is perfect timing, but the perfect agenda. All right. So you were perfect for something. All right. There are a lot of different programs that the CIA is behind. You have the paperclip program. It's just a lot of them. Okay. But someone is perfect for a certain program. Okay. We have the Three of Swords, the Four of Swords, and the Five of Wands. So competition. All right, so it's a lot of you. Five of Wands is a lot of something at one time, but with the Five of Wands coming out, this is different artistry being promoted and produced at the same time. Like I said, this is during the Cold War times. A lot of art was being formulated during this time. All right, we have the Nine of Pentacles, which is a picture, which is a picture symbolism. All right, the Nine of Pentacles is also like the most talked about in the media. And I did write down that Jasper Jones, the one that painted the American flag, was like the most talked about artist, even more than Picasso, the person that wrote the Mona Lisa, and so on and so forth. All right, we have the Justice card, the Moon card, and the Knight of Cups. With the Justice card is significant of foreigners. Okay, so foreigners, so this reminds me of the message that there were German scientists taken from Nazi Germany to the US, and it was also a war tactic so other countries would not have access to these technologies and whatever it is that they knew, or whatever it is that they knew how to do. So the US went ahead and took them in so that no one else could. So you could be dealing with a situation like that. Someone is taking you in or taking you under their wing so someone else won't do it first. All right, so yeah, we have the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is also something that is being formulated. All right. Also, with the Justice card and the Nine of Pentacles, like I said, the Nine of Pentacles is pictorial. So that goes along with the flags being hypnotic. Also, I had, when the news comes on, there is a like globe. All right. When the news comes on, there's like a globe, and then there's like the circles around it, which is like the hypnosis sign. All right, so yeah. So a lot of art is hypnotic. That's why people are so drawn to it, and a lot of artists subconsciously know how to perform hypnosis. All right, this also goes along with the CIA sponsoring the Museum of Modern Art. Okay, because art was used to portray different war tactics. All right, we have the Ten of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles, the Three of Swords again, and the Two of Wands. So the Three of Swords coming out twice, this tells me that something is not being taught in school. So I've never heard that Jackson Jones created the American flag, and I'm sure a lot of other kids haven't heard that either. Like, a lot of people weren't taught this in school, that he like painted the American flag first, and then that's when America was like, oh, okay, we're gonna use that as our symbolism. I don't think anyone knows that, but yeah. All right, with the Two of Wands, somebody has been selected, chosen out of a group. Okay, we have the Ace of Swords, the Five of Cups, and the Star card. All right, so the Star card is something that is different. Okay, it's very different. All right, so let me bring in these. All right, we have guilty and shape-shifting. So somebody is a shape-shifter. All right, or shape-shifting is significant. I kind of irritated because it's like, I put you guys on hold, but like, why don't you just stay in the message? Like, I was gonna be back. It's like everyone left the message when I was gonna be back anyways. It's just like, you're just not loyal. Like, and that just pisses me off like a lot. So I don't know, like, I'm just irritated, but I'm not gonna restart them. Usually I would end the message because it's not like it was doing good, but I would usually end the message, but I'm not going to end the message because I have so many good points in this message. So I'm just going to keep it going, but that just like kind of irritates me like a lot. I'm not even going to lie. And then the fact that like someone's like knocking on my door like while I'm like recording is irritating too, because like I've literally been doing nothing before this the whole time, and now all of a sudden that I'm recording, like someone's knocking on my door, like that's irritating to me too. So it's irritating me too. All right, we have Satanist. So a lot of art is connected to the occult. All right, especially I didn't write this down, but the Mona Lisa is specifically connected to the occult. And then we have DNA, and then we have Virgo moon. So something is in someone's DNA. I'm not sure what the guilty card means. All right, I don't know if this is like someone stealing art or something like that, but I'm not really sure what the DNA card is for. All right. Also, a lot of these Germans, when they were like picked up by the by the Nazis or whatever, they were like in like smaller areas like Texas and Dayton, Ohio, and that's why that is there. All right. I'm also getting with the Three of Swords coming out twice. This is the message of art promoting American values, because a lot of American values are kind of like they're not real. So like we do have freedom, liberty, and individuality, but at the same time we don't, because you have like slavery, and then you have like segregation, and then you have black on black crime, and then you have police brutality. So are we really free? Are we really able to be ourselves? Right? Like black people can walk down the street and get shot for that, or just stand on the corner and get a police will pull over and try to arrest you for just standing on the street. Also, like loitering, you can't even loiter. So like if it was so free, why can't you loiter? Like why can't you really do what you want to do? All right. All right, we have the Knight of Wands, which is kids and teenagers. This is usually a preteen. The Knight of Wands are preteens. So someone is trying to get you while you're a preteen. So while you are going through puberty, puberty is significant. All right, we have the Eight of Pentacles in the Hermit card. Okay, so someone works for the government, or someone is behind, the government is behind something. The Hermit card is usually not the government. The Hermit card is usually Freemasonry, secret sex and things like that, but something has a government touch on it. All right. We have the Queen of Cups, the Nine of Wands, and the Four of Wands. Someone is irritated at your position in life. All right, or someone is irritated that you're sitting on a throne. Really getting that. All right, and I'm feeling the irritation, I'm feeling the agitation, I'm feeling the frustration energy here. But with the Nine of Wands here, like I said, Jasper Jones is very important in this message, because he is an artist that helped formulate American art, and he played a big part in communism and all the other shit, right? All right, we have the Queen of Wands, the King of Cups, and the Three of Cups. Now, with the Nine of Wands coming out, this could be someone being irritated that you are into politics, because art and politics go hand in hand, whether people know it or not. All right. With the MK Ultra programs, they are meant to desensitize and traumatize so that they can give you the personality that they want you to have. So this could be what this is, like someone's taking in kids so that they can desensitize them. This is also like America being desensitized so that different agendas can easily be aided to the people, to the public. So like 9/11, like I said, slavery, all those types of things are like ways that desensitize Americans. All right. Someone could also be a little bit irritated because they are not American, and they are not like a part of like a grander scheme of things. All right. We have the Hangman, the Strength, and the King of Swords. All right, so a strong background to art. Someone has a very strong art background. Someone's family, one of your family members, like your great 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 grandpa, uncle, cousin, whatever, was an artist, a popular, well known artist. I'm really getting that. All right. We have European. Yeah. So most Americans are European. All right. And then we have left for dead. All right. So this is like someone stealing someone's art and then like leaving them with nothing. Really getting that. This is also like there's a reason why a lot of people's work don't become popularized until after they die. It's so that they cannot take ownership of their money, of their inheritance, of what they created. All right. So yeah, this is also something not getting popular until you're like up in age. All right. Yeah, we have Egyptian footnote, and then we have princess, and then we have superstar. All right, so someone is a star, just period. Like, could be a superstar, megastar, whatever, but someone is a star here. All right, or the stars are aligned. Even everything is based off of art. So anything that you see on TV is artistic expression. All right, even the way like different fonts of words, that is art. So like the colors, art. The fonts, art. Like even the music behind like certain things that are like advertisement, comic books, art, and politics. All right. Also, the book things the mind already knows is significant because something is already embedded in your subconscious. There's something that you already know. All right, we have the Two of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is broadcasting media. All right. The fourth level of media is jealousy. All right. So a lot of internet beefs, a lot of controversy, criticism, backlash comes from the media. Like it's not gonna come from directly a specific person. Like, yeah, you suck. It's gonna come from the media. You're like, damn, that person sucks, or damn, that person's great. So the media is used to either make or break you. That's the whole point of the media. The media was supposed to be to promote awareness. That is what the news is. The radio is supposed to be used for. It's supposed to be to promote awareness, but it turned into something else. All right. We have the Six of Swords. And then I'm getting like you're going to need a bigger boat. You're going to need a bigger boat because it's a lot of people that want to come along with you or that's like working with you. And then we have the Sun card. The Sun card in this reading is politics. A politician, politics, anyone that's in politics. All right. Critics as well. We have the Queen of Wands, the King of Cups, and the Hangman. Also, when I think about art, I think about animation. Animation like The Simpsons, The Boondocks, things like that. I know like Popeye, those cartoons that are politically based, and you don't realize it, you don't know it, and a lot of art is made to hypnotize you. So it is made for you to be stuck on it, like stuck on the TV. All right. So this is what helps sell TVs, radios, and stuff like that, smart TVs, Siri, stuff like that. So you didn't, if you weren't hypnotized watching TV, you wouldn't buy television. You wouldn't buy the television, or you wouldn't invest in iMac books and the computers and shit. So someone has to like hypnotize you so that you can be addicted to something or so that you can always cling to something. All right, yeah, the Strength card. So the Sun card and the Strength is here. All right, this is power. All right. Um, sorry, because I'm always trying to. Oh yeah, I need to talk about the pillow recordings with negative sayings now, and um psychic driving. I've never heard about psychic driving until today. Now, I don't know what methods are used in psychic driving. I just know that psychic driving is used for interrogation tactics. It's to make you nervous. So, like when you watch those like shows where they're interrogating people like First 48 and they're like, yeah, he's nervous or yeah, he's guilty. That's what the guilty thing is. Okay, now it makes sense. So, the guilty is the psychic driving. Someone has made, and this is another form of MK Ultra because MK Ultra controls the mind without you knowing that it's controlling the mind. That's what it does. So a lot of MK Ultra, when you look it up online, it basically talks about how they use drugs like LSD and stuff like that to basically program, like to observe and program people, but it's really to do tactics on you without you knowing what it is, because MK Ultra goes like it's very broad. It's like a very broad statement. All right, so yeah. Um we have the Ace of Swords, the Five of Cups, and the Nine of Pentacles. So someone's sad about who you are growing up to be, all right? But somebody was like raised to be this way. So however you are right now, whether you're dumb or you're smart, whether you're gifted or you're not, you were raised to be this way. Like someone knew that when you became an adult, you would be very smart, or you'll be very political, or you'll be very artistic, or you'll be very, you'll be like, I don't know, anything, doesn't matter. All right. All right, we have the Three of Cups, the Nine of Swords, and the Queen of Swords. All right, so someone's a little bit worried, even at a young age, about your skill. And this is what the Nine of Swords is. So with the Three of Swords coming out twice, this is to break someone down. The Three of Swords is to break you down. All right, we have the Page of Swords, the Five of Swords, and the Hierophant. I'm also getting like things that kind of don't matter. Like in these type of readings where it's like politically based, the evil eye doesn't matter, the Five of Wands doesn't matter, none of that matters because it's like it just doesn't matter. But the Five of Wands is candidation. So like this person going against this person. So like Trump versus Biden type shit, or Trump versus that lady. I don't know what her name is. Clinton, something Clinton. I think I don't even know what her name is. I just feel like kind of thrown off the message because someone knocked on my door. So I feel like that was even like some type of weird programming shit. Like that was so weird. Like that just threw me off. Like that threw off the whole message for me, and it threw off my views, and I'm kind of irritated, but I'm still gonna like make the message do what it do. I'm gonna make it a little bit longer, but that really threw me off. Yeah, we have the Temperance card again. The Temperance is national. All right, the Temperance rules foreigners and stuff like that. So the Justice rules like cultural and shit like that, but the Temperance rules like foreign. It's foreign nature, it's foreign knowledge. So a lot of this knowledge in this message is foreign. All right, I was also channeling the program, the Operation Bluebird. There's Operation Bluebird. All right, yeah, so maybe you can look these up on your own timing. All right. We have the Lover's card, the Eight of Swords, and the Page of Wands. So someone's been studying you for a while based off of how you think. You think very differently than your peers, or like the what you observe about the world is very different. And I feel like people who like, okay, there's two types of people in this world. There's someone that like they'll observe their peers, and then there's someone that's like a humanitarian type of energy, whereas they observe politics, the world, the president, the prices on food and the prices on water and ecosystem and stuff like I don't know what is pollution and stuff like that. It's just like two different people. I'm kind of getting like you're transitioning from thinking small minded to thinking and like a humanitarian. So I'm getting people who have humanitarian like backgrounds. So you may be connected to political leaders, or you may be connected to like the Black Panthers, or you may be connected to Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, so on and so forth. So you're it's your train of thought that somebody is after, the things that you think about or the things that you absorb. So some people, they're thinking about clothes, or they're thinking about the next new shoes that's coming out, the next new Jordans. But someone else is going to think about like, damn, they're like doing test work on animals, or damn, like we're being like, everything is being polluted, or like, damn, like there's a lot of smoke in the air, or like they're promoting cigarettes and people are dying from lung cancer, you know. So that's what I'm really getting. All right, so we have the star card. So people are going to think that you're weird because you're eccentric in the way that you think. So of course you could be Aquarius, Gemini, Libra energy. All right. Yeah, we have the Page of Cups. Also, I think it's like there's someone before Picasso. Um, I there's someone like before Picasso and like Leonardo da Vinci. Um, these people, the Page of Cups itself is art, is an artist. All right. Just even by the way that you express yourself, and artism is expression, the way that you express yourself. All right. So that's how you know someone is artistic or autistic. It's by the way that they express themselves, because a lot of people who are autistic or on the spectrum, they have different ways of expressing themselves, or they don't express themselves like with words. They may make little sounds, they may clap their hand, they may stomp their feet, they may throw tantrums. Like they express themselves in different ways. So I'm getting the freedom of expression, which is an American thing. That's what it's supposed to be. The freedom of expression is supposed to be American. It's an American thing. All right. I'm just going to keep the message going until like I make it to the number that I want in viewers. So, yeah. All right. So I'm going to pull some more of these. Yeah, we have trickster spirits. Someone is trying to trick you out of your inheritance or out of this money. All right. But I don't know how they're trying to do that, because it's like there's something, whereas the divine made it to where someone has to come directly to you to get something. So someone has to come directly to you to get this art. Someone has to come directly to you to get this book. Someone has to come directly to you to get something that you made. They have to come directly to you. There's no one that can like duplicate your art. I'm really getting that. All right, we have Hispanic. All right. And then we have sex magic. All right. So I'm kind of getting like with the Knight of Wands coming out previously, like as a teenager, most teenagers are thinking about sex, drugs, partying, fitting in, being popular, being seen, being cool, which is popularity. Um, College, things like that. But someone else is thinking about like how to change the world. I'm hearing one man can change the world. All right. All right, we have the Ten of Pentacles, the Chariot, the King of Swords, the Four of Cups, and the Knight of Swords. Yeah, you're doing something that your peers don't care about, or you're saying something that your peers don't care. They don't care about this. All right. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. Someone is slowly becoming who they were destined to be, like very slowly but surely. All right. And then we have the Empress card, the Four of Wands, and the Five of Wands. Yeah, someone's doing something out of competition. Like I said, a lot of art, when it was first formulated, is based off of the Cold War. All right, so someone is doing something as like a war tactic. All right, we have the Justice card, the Seven of Swords, the Moon, and then the World card. Someone's trying to find a clever way to get you into the occult. All right. Or someone is trying to find a clever way to get you into a society, a sect, a group, something like that. All right. So yeah. We have the Seven of Wands, something that is being rejected at first, but then it is highly popularized. All right, so something is going to be a no first, and then it's going to be a yes. All right, based off of what the media thinks about this. We have the Four of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords, and the Eight of Pentacles. Someone is trying to throw off your intelligence, or someone is trying to throw you off, just period. I could tell that by someone knocking on my door. That never happens, like, but it happened today with this specific message. Kind of like irritated. I'm going to be irritated when I get off of here too, so hey. And then we have the Hermit card, the Three of Swords, and the Four of Swords. Okay, someone wants to hide, someone wants you to hide what you know. And then we have the Strength card, or the Five of Cups, or someone wants to silence you. All right, this is with the Three of Swords, the Four of Swords, the Strength card, the Five of Cups, the Five of Wands. This is desensitization, and this is traumatizing you. So someone is trying to give you a new persona, or a new personality, or a new identity. All right, and then we have the Nine of Pentacles, which is literally the identity, your identity. All right, we have the Three of Cups. What does P. Diddy have to do? Y'all are irritating. We have the Nine of Swords, the Page of Swords, and the King of Cups. We're ending out with the Two of Wands. All right, I'm leaving the message. All right, I tried.